Hey guys, welcome back to Come Cook With Us. I'm just happy to be back. I'm just here with a quick salmon dish. And as you can see there, a big beautiful piece of salmon. Can't even fit in the tray, so I'm gonna have to cut it into 2 pieces. But let me just reintroduce that. I'm back with a salmon and king prawn dish. And as you can see over there also that the king prawns are not cooked. I like fresh ingredients. King prawns are not cooked, but they're peeled. The salmon there, as I said before, I'm going to cut it in half and have it prepped in the dish so that you can see. And then I'm going to show you all the seasonings that I use just to have the dish flavorful. Okay, so let's begin. I picked this up at the butcher's and oh, stunning. That's a whole fillet of salmon there. Sorry, there we go. From a really big beautiful piece of salmon. So let me get my knife and get that chopped into half. Always remember hygiene, wash hands. There we go, in 2 halves. So let's spread that out. Now I'm going to just throw on the prawns and just decorate them around the sides of the salmon. Quickly wash my hands. They're still frozen. I didn't want them to defrost too much. When it's frozen, it still springs a bit of water. Give a bit of moisture to the salmon whilst cooking. There, because the salmon's quite big, just a quick rough toss in there. Now I'm just going to prep all the seasonings for you so you can see what I'll be adding. Just a quick prep on there, nothing much. Just throw it around the edges that had a bit of a free space. And now I'm going to show you the seasonings that I'll be adding to the salmon and king prawn. That's all the seasoning that I'll be using, guys. The 2 tubs at the back are all-purpose and chicken seasoning. I've got there chili and lemon seasoning, fresh lemon, and also fresh thyme. I like to use fresh thyme and also dried thyme. And I've got their Cajun seasoning. I've got cayenne pepper. I've also got chili pepper, but I just merged it into a Cajun jar, as you can see there. And I've got Maggi hot liquid seasoning. I've got black pepper. I've got Old Bay seasoning, bay leaves, 100% bay leaves. And as I said, the 2 tubs at the back are all-purpose and chicken seasoning. I'm sorry, the labels are a little bit rubbed off. Yes, that's what I'll be adding. So once I've added them all, I'll show you what it looks like in the dish. Like I said, guys, just a simple dish, very simple dish, and just quick in the oven. I like to cook a lot of my dishes in the oven because it takes away from all the fatty and, you know, fried stuff and everything. Even as much as I enjoy my fried chicken, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a bit of fried chicken, I enjoy a bit of anything fried, but I like to just keep it at a good balanced diet type of meals each day that I cook for myself and hubby. So I'm adding cayenne pepper, and I like to coat this all around the fish and on the prawns, the king prawns. Then a bit of the chili. The chili is just for a bit of kick, a bit of heat to the taste buds. Yes guys, there we go, salmon and king prawn. I've sprinkled all the seasonings that I told you that I'd be adding. I was generous with the chili and lemon seasoning, generous with the Maggi and liquid seasoning, small amount of Cajun seasoning, generous with the cayenne pepper, small amount of chili pepper, generous with the black pepper, 4 bay leaves around in the corner. Bay leaves are for the health benefits. And also generous with the thyme, as you can see, sprinkled around there. I had a small lemon, so I could only cut it in 4 pieces to get the generous amount out of it. A bit of chicken and a bit of all-purpose seasoning, and that's what I've got there, guys. So now I'm going to put a bit of foil over it and bake it in the oven for roughly 25 to 30 minutes. Salmon doesn't normally take too long to bake, but because the prawns are a bit frozen, I'm going to leave it for roughly 35 minutes and check. If it still needs a bit of cooking time, the maximum time I'd cook it for is 45 minutes. So there we go, guys. Pop the foil on top of the baking dish. I like to use foil whenever baking anything in the oven because the foil helps to conduct heat and rotate the heat from the bottom to the top in a circular motion. That's one of the reasons why I always cook with foil paper. Now it's prepped, everything's ready, good to go. And I'm gonna pop it in the oven now. And like I said, if the prawns needs a bit more cooking time and the salmon, I roughly leave it in for 45 minutes the most. But normally, salmon doesn't really take that long to cook. Depends on what type of fish. Actually, I was going to say certain types of fishes. That's what I was about to say. I like to roughly leave it in for 45 minutes. But whatever you guys choose to do, whatever your liking is, you cook it to your liking. But thank you guys for watching. Once it's cooked, once it's ready, I will show you the after. And I'm going to pair it with some steamed vegetable and a bit of rice or couscous. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like after. Thank you guys for watching once more, and I'll see you shortly after the cooking time. Stay blessed. Right guys, welcome back. I don't know if you can see there, but I've just quickly popped it out of the oven. It's got its own little natural juices around the ceramic of the baking dish. I've done it, I've actually left it in the oven for 45 minutes. Only because I just wanted to have a bit more cooking time, like I said. It's merged and everything, but I feel as if I need to base it a little bit with its own natural juices in the bottom of the dish. Pop it back in the oven without the foil on top. So the foil has helped it to cook through, and now I'd like to base it a little, like I said, and then pop it back in the oven to have a bit of colouring and try to break apart some of the prawns also, the king prawns. So that's what I'm going to do now. It looks gorgeous already, it looks delicious already, and I've not even, oh god, I can taste it already, I can taste it. Yes, that's what I'm going to do right now. Base it with its own juices and have a little taste also to see whether it's just right or if it's got a bit of saltiness to it or whatever it is from the seasonings that we've added. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then if nothing needs to be added, if it's a bit salty, just add a bit of water to just mellow down that salty taste. But everything should be fine actually. Let's have a little taste and see what happens. So guys, as you can see there, I've broken down the prawns so that they can have a bit more heat passing through it. When it was all clumped together, it wasn't cooking properly. So I've broken it down, and now I'm gonna pop it back in the oven so that the prawns can have a bit more cooking time, curl a bit more. For a few of them, they're already curled and some of them are not, but not to worry. It's gonna cook through in its own little juices right there. And the salmon is looking great. The salmon is moist. And we don't really want to overcook the salmon, but at the same time the salmon is looking great. I'm pleased with it. I've had a little taste, and also the seasoning and so forth, everything I've poured on there has really flavored everything, the prawns and the salmon. As I said, I had a little taste, so everything's fine. And I've just added a little touch of hot water from the kettle just to give a bit more springing of the juices, because my hubby, he likes to pour the sauce, like the juice from the content, and to have it poured all over his vegetable or whatever it is that we're having with it. Once everything is ready, once everything is done, I'll come back and show you. Everything seems well. You cook it to your liking. You cook it to your liking, that's what I would say. And you season it to your liking, but you can try my seasonings, or if you have any seasonings around in your cupboard, try and experiment, try and play around. And that's how I create my dishes and my flavors. The flavors in my dishes. So yeah, that's what I do. I play around with seasoning, play around with the thyme. And when I say play around with the thyme, I pop it in, I check. I try not to check it too often because you want it to cook through and the heat to baste the food, to explode the flavors together. Yeah, that's what I mean by playing around with thyme. Yes, I'll come back and show you after. Okay, thanks guys for watching once more, and you're always welcome to come cook with us. Be blessed. Hey guys, welcome back. Just want to thank you all for always tuning in to come cook with us. I'm just here back with the salmon and king prawn dish right now. So I've got some steamed vegetables steaming over there. My hubby came home and said he didn't want the couscous, he wanted white rice again, so that's what I've done. But now I'm going to reveal what it looks like. I did pop it back in the oven like I told you before that I would, just to have those prawns cooking a bit longer, and also to have the juices just flowing around and for it to do its own magic. So yes, let's reveal it. Take the foil off. As you can see there guys, I've taken the foil off and it's just looking like magic. Look at all that steam. Gonna stir it around a little bit and then have another taste test. Well guys, yes, I just wanted to talk about a little bit about the cooking time and the temperature that I use. So gas mark 7 on the oven, that's the temperature that I used to cook this. I cooked it for 45 minutes, then I bomb it back in the oven because as I showed you before, some of the prawns weren't cooked because they were coming from frozen, and bomb it back in the oven and normally take the foil off so that it can give a bit of a golden color around, especially on the salmon, and to dry up some of the juices. But myself and hubby, we love the juices, so we tend to have a lot of juices around it. Sometimes we do like dry baked salmon, and sometimes we like the juices around it so that we can pour it, like I said, for dinner time over the vegetable, over the rice, or whatever it is, something like gravy, right? As I was saying, the prawns needed to cook a bit more. They're well cooked now. Everything is looking good. So myself and hubby, we're gonna have a delicious dinner tonight. So I'm just about to dish up. And yeah, so gas mark 7, 45 minutes, and an extra 10 to 15 minutes just for those prawns that needed a bit more longer cooking. And that's it. And everything else, ingredients and so forth, all the seasonings and so forth, are all going to be added to the video. So I hope you enjoy, guys. And like I said, whatever seasonings you have in your cupboard, you can play around, have fun, and just sprinkle on. You can use the seasonings that I've used because I'm telling you, that's going to give you some powerful taste to your taste buds. But then at the same time, whatever you have, play around, enjoy your cooking, enjoy the meal. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for always tuning in to come cook with us. Bon appetit, or as my Italian husband would say, bon appetito. Hey guys, I wanted to plate up and show you what it looked like. The whole, oh, look at that. What do you think, guys? What do you think? With the steamed veg and the prawns and of course the salmon. Beautiful. Look at that. What do you think? What do you think? But I hope you all actually got the chance to make this dish with all the seasonings that carried out all the flavors. I hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you guys all for watching once more and tuning in to come cook with us. I'm hoping that I'll have more videos to hammer out for you guys and to keep you all entertained. I hope you all enjoy. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. Be blessed everyone, and remember to love one another. Thanks for watching.